See, there are two big divides that the G20 has to address. One you mentioned, which is, you can say, the East-West divide because of the Ukraine conflict. But there is a bigger divide, the North-South divide. Divide of development, divide of growth, divide of health, of education, even of climate action. So India today is, I would say, somewhere in a center. We have to find a solution for North-South. We have to find a solution for East-West, both of them. That is a big responsibility. And it is a responsibility by being the presidency of the G20, we have taken it upon ourselves. Our focus today is to get the world and the G20 to concentrate on the right problems. And that is why, in preparation for the G20, Prime Minister actually held a summit virtually called the Voice of Global South. So we had almost 125 countries who participated at different levels in the summit. And from their concerns, these were all developing countries. And their concerns of the developing countries, we tried today to put these forward to see, for example, whether, there is a concern. Developing countries have to reach goals, or sustainable development goals. Sustainable development goals for normal, ordinary people, I should say, would be health, education, water, electricity, sanitation. What is a proper, decent living. Now, many countries today, because of economic pressure, economic stress, they are not able to continue their progress on sustainable development goals. There's a second issue, which is climate. So everybody accepts climate is a very big issue. But to deal with climate, you need resources. Okay. Now the developed countries, keep promising resources, but they don't actually deliver on their promise very often. So how do we today get green financing? Because if we don't do something about, the people who will be most impacted by climate will be developing countries. So that is also today a big issue. So I'm giving you two examples. But there is the issue of debt. A very large number of countries today, they have big debts. They cannot pay back their debts. Many of them are facing trade disruption. Countries are facing, that they cannot pay for their energy. Many of them have problems with food imports. So these are really important problems. And India has taken it upon itself to make these problems the center of the conversation.